Hey everyone, we are pleased to have you back here at the Coins Alert, your place to get your cryptocurrency fix. This is your triplet. We made it, folks from Van Winkle, and now it's the weekend. It is the 25th of May, Saturday 525 at this point in time, and the next year 525 and 25 is going to be an interesting line. I am so excited to say that, listen, in this episode, we are going to discuss what is happening on the XRP ledger. We are going to talk about what we would say if you weren't in his Twitter space the other day. He talked about their movement and their plan for the Xamarin wallet. Many of you may be familiar with it as the Sum wallet. We are going to discuss Bitcoin whales and what they are purchasing. It is almost time to go, according to a tweet that was sent out by Dr. Fanda. It was a little bit of a price alert coming down on my phone when I woke up this morning. You know what it said? It stated that XRP is off, and that is what I want to wake up to each morning. Without further ado, folks, let's get right into it. Bitcoin was $69,232. In the previous 24 hours, it has increased by 2.55%, and Ethereum is currently trading at 2,000 or 3,000, if you'll allow me. $739 USD at 0.6% is what it is. USDT and USDC are both coming in at their respective pegs of 99 cents, while XRP is trading at a mean of 53 cents, which puts it at a 1.63%. Even though we are not completely out of the woods just yet, we are gradually making our way out of there. If you look at the chart, you can see that there is a slight retracement, and the declines are the ultimate worries. It occurred twice, and now we are beginning to climb back up. We are finally displaying a little amount of green throughout the course of the past 30 days. It's coming, folks, and a lot of them are looking nice as well. Anyway, how is my Chainlink coin doing? OFI $17.0 think it's great that we have made some significant progress on that bad boy total cryptocurrency market cap of $2,599 billion. That's not too bad, is it? Now, let's move on to BitThump. There are not many projects that have been funded by that have actually succeeded and done great things. BitThump is probably one of those projects. They have done amazing things right now. You can name your wallet. They have NFT explorers. You can search daily transaction volume monthly, yearly. You can look at the top selling NFTs. They have done so much. If you are not supporting BitThump, you should support them. We need projects like them to continue to exist. When we put this out, we can say that we love this idea. I'm not going to sit here and call it each and every project, but for those of you who've been around for a while, and for those of you who pay attention to these projects that are getting grants and funds, have a look at them. Reward projects as they show traction and growth. A lot of projects have taken money from Ripple for the grants, and they haven't done anything with it. The majority of them are no longer in existence. They have vanished. Some of the larger ones have amassed millions of dollars. They have left the country. Therefore, what should Ripple be doing, and how should it be doing it? It's simple. If Ripple wants to, first of all, you go through the process, and if you get picked, and say you get picked for $1 million, Ripple should set up, they shouldn't give you the money up front. They just set up and stick to the roadmap, because you have to put a roadmap, and when you go through it, I just went through it. You know, in the first month, we will have this built month 2. This would be done. Let them put out their roadmaps, and as they achieve these milestones, slowly release money to them. No project who just has an idea, who has nothing built out, should be given money. And if you need money to finish your project, you shouldn't be given money anyway, either, because you never should have started a project if you didn't have money to finish it. Imagine you go to open the restaurant, you get 75% in the way you like. Oh, well, we can't get to 100% because we really thought that when we got this far that we had the best idea and someone was going to come along and give us the money to finish it so we can launch. No, it doesn't work like that. And then what happens once you launch, then you're going to need money to order, you're going to need money to staff and hire. Should Ripple keep funding that 100%? However, you ought to have Ripple shouldn't even pay attention to unless they have taken in at least $500,000. That's my honest opinion. Maybe we play with that number. We adjusted to 100,000. You should have been, you should be able to show Ripple a steady flow of income, not just you had 1 or 2 great months because you did a magical IDO, you paid a bunch of people to pump your project, and then you have done nothing. Since Ripple shouldn't fund that, to me, it's a continuously making money month at the month, at the month, at the month, is a project that should be funded, and that is a project that Ripple should want to keep around, not someone who had 1 to 2 good months in beginning, and then they've done nothing since and don't. And I said that, you know what, I'm sick of the excuse, oh, well, we had a great 1 or 2 months, but now we've been building for the last 10 months. What have you been building? How come you aren't bringing in revenue? That is a huge red flag. It shouldn't take you 10 months to show something. I'm sorry, think about that one, folks. Solana, XRP could be the possible candidates for ETF standard chart. Saying this, we're seeing these articles come out. We're seeing these articles float around left and right, standard charted custody, talking about XRP ETFs, talking about Solana ETFs, talking about Solana ETFs. What have I been talking about on this channel? They're all coming now. The question is, do we get an XRP ETF first? Do we get a Solana ETF first? Which one's gonna come first? Maybe even like a Dogecoin ETF. I don't know. What I do know is that we're not just going to have Bitcoin. We're not just going to have Ethereum ETFs. A lot of these assets will have ETFs along with their products. Someone's kicking and screaming out there saying you don't want an ETF. It means the products of security stop. We want ETFs. We want institutional money to enter in. If ETFs AR, he goes on to curse out a couple of higher up employees that Ripple makes fun of the proper party. Makes fun of the companies, take shots. This is the kind of stuff that I like to Maximus Prime well. It seems like he's angry. Seems like he's very angry. Actually, he goes, how do we get some bent over for years? We're supposed to be the chosen one. He goes on to say that this is not like a stock market. It's not the same thing, right? It's completely different as a decentralized asset now. This is the kind of thing I like to think about. I like this type of not thought, but this type of negativity, because what this is telling me, and I've been in 2017, I've seen a lot of this over my years, my 7 years, which feels like 70 years. We're close. We are close to this thing popping off and this thing ripping. We're going to see a lot of cryptos move over the summer time frame. We're then going to see a little bit of sideways actions to elections, and we're going to see even more cryptos pump after the elections, and then we're going to see 2025 an absolute explosion within the markets like that's coming. There's no fighting it, right? It's just all amount of when do we get that boom? When is the boom start the boom? For Bitcoin, that's 74,000. It's a Saturday and we're up almost 2.5%. Can't be upset with that. Bitcoin whales purchase 134 billion of Bitcoin in a single day. Could a rebound to 70,000 be near? Looks pretty near to me at 69,207. You get mass amounts of Bitcoin being brought up. Listen, I've called this before. I'll call it then again. I'm going to update the pinned tweet on the page. Bitcoin's bottom is in 60,000 was the bottom range. Yet we touched below, we hit 58. 000 for a brief that we came back up. That's okay, right? We didn't get a weekly close down there. We didn't get a monthly close. Sorry, the bottom was 60,000. You had your buying opportunities. It is up from here. Can we see a little bit of sideways, a little chop? Yeah, we could. That's not, could we? Still see this thing go back down and repass 60,000 before it come, the number that you were looking at was 74,000. The Bitcoin price has broken $74,000, which is something you have never seen before. Keep in mind that 2024 is the year of Bitcoin, and you shouldn't be upset if your preferred cryptocurrency doesn't reach a new all-time high this year. I'm not saying that your alternates won't go up. In fact, they will go up, but the master plan is going to go up. You know what we do? We cash out. We jump back into the bottom of the market sometime in the year 26 and we stock up, we reamp, and we revamp, and we get moving again. The plan here is for Bitcoin to rip to get above 100,000 and then for money to start rotating out the following year. Additionally, the altcoins are going to pump and explode all throughout the year 2025. According to Dr. Fender, it is even near. I mean, what else is there to say about that? That is a stunning thumbnail, right? It is really close. There is a chart. There are your supports at 52 and 51. We don't want to see it break down there. For simplicity, XRP never can break 50 cents again during this bull cycle. Next stop on the chart, we need to get through 58 and 68. Then we got to get through 75 cents is the key number telling you right now we will battle, we will fight. We need to flip 75 cents into our new support, into the new base. If that happens, we are going to hit the ground. We are going to break $1. We're going to then start aiming and